think that might be how mind-body medicine works. If you are collapsing wave functions, it's directed by your conscious experience. It's directed by your consciousness. You collapse it in the way it makes sense to you, and the way you know how. Like, I eat breakfast and stuff, But, like, you have methods for doing things since you were conceived, since you were an infant. You've been learning how to do it. But it also goes so far as to your body and your health, because I've heard so many people lately, especially lately, with these chronic illnesses that are unexplained, inexplicable chronic illness with no apparent cause, just pain, just tiredness. I think that is consciousness, and that's what you're training consciousness to do, kind of like panicking about it a little bit, focusing on it. It's like when I get an odd pain, I never go to the doctor. It just goes away on its own, and I just expect it to go away on its own, and then it does. I don't know. And we can talk about the way we can understand that in our construct when we're like, oh, it's because, your white blood cells, they respond to those positive vibes and whatnot. Okay. Or whatever's happening inside. But, your body's making sense of it. Maybe your body is the sense your consciousness is making of it all. I don't know, but somehow you're doing it. And I think that's pointed at in the scriptures when Jesus says, well, they're like, oh, you healed me. And he's like, no, I didn't. Your faith made you whole. Stop this. Your faith is kind of like faith is kind of like a step on the understanding how to collapse wave functions, perhaps, like how to understand how to collapse it in like a better way, a way that's more beneficial to your continual survival, like going on here. I don't know. It's more conducive to like peace. It's how we understand things and what's really going on here. It's very interesting. I don't know if all that's true, but it makes sense. The wave function, singularity thing. I don't even know if that's what singularity means. I'm just guessing. I heard the word singularity recently. I've been hearing it all my life, of course, but recently it's becoming popular with the AI thing. But I think that's what it is. And I think that's what it is in the dual slit experiment. And when they had the instruments measure and then they looked and it became a particle again. Like, I don't know. It's so interesting. I think that's what singularity means, when we collapse from the infinite chaos, the infinite chaotic, to one thing, or like one like way of moving around. I don't know. It's interesting though.